Independence rock was the only platform, to my mind, when we grew up as musicians in the first 10 years of our career, where you had a platform. There was no other platform. In India, there were only two things. There was independence rock, and there were college festivals.
I think my second concert ever that I ever saw in my life was at IRock.
I think it's a fabulous platform for a lot of the bands and artists to come out there and play, especially the rockers.
Independence rock has now become like a culture, it's become like a phenomenon, people love it. And also it's a very important platform for people to express new music.
And I remember clearly the impression that made on me and how I wanted to be on stage. Before I knew anyone on the circuit, before I knew anything about what it's like to be in a band. Independence rock is a very, very, very formative kind of festival. I think for most Indian bands, really.
I've always been a huge fan of rock music. In fact, I've been a huge fan of IRock. I think the first time I attended IRock, I was 13. That's 15 years ago.
It continued to be the only significant platform of rock and metal music for so many years.
When we were just growing up in college, like everyone was like IRock, IRock, IRock. Like, you know, it was the biggest thing that was there to offer.
It's not about it being a big festival. It's not about having 17 stages. It is the origin of a lot of stuff that's going on now. I think it's one of the most definitive festivals worldwide.
It's become a highly desirable platform. It's like for up and played at IRock, you know.
You have to understand that independence rock actually means different things to different people. It's a competition, it's a great gig, it's a festival, but it was the birthplace of the bands that became the biggest bands in the country.
2001, I think the show gates opened at about 5 or something. I was there at 12 in the afternoon. It was quite crazy to see, like a line of people starting to queue up. But we were first in line, we stood there, and all the way almost to VT station, there was just a line of black t-shirts, people standing in their jeans.
Independence rock actually started because of Farad's whole rebellion against Malhar, which wouldn't allow them to perform there. And that's where it comes from, and that's pretty definitive of Farad.